Hey, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing a thrift flip. That's not really a thrift flip because these are old joggers that I had available on my site, but they ran junior size and I didn't want to keep them, so I gave some of them away, but I had a few because I like the print. All right, but before we get started, do not forget to like and subscribe. All right, so first, I'm going to take them and turn one leg into the other leg just to make sure that I cut them even. And like I said, I like these because of the print, but it's less fabric to work with because they have a lot of distressing on the front, but I will be able to make two pieces still out of it. So first, like I said, I'm going to turn the pant leg in and then pick where I want the shorts to end and then cut right there. Because of the fringing, like the fraying and stuff in the front, you probably won't hem these, but whatever, we'll get to that later. So I take the two bottom part of the legs that I do have left, and I am going to cut off the back piece because that's the only solid piece that doesn't have the distressing. And then what you would do is measure down from your shoulder to your waist or wherever you want it to stop. And these are just about the exact length that I need them to be, so I don't have to do much changing on that. Now I'm just cutting off the back piece, and I'm not going to cut into the ankle part because I want to use that piece later. So you make sure you don't cut into it. You cut right above where it's sewn together at, if that makes any sense, so that it doesn't go into the elastic or where it was sewn together. All right, so I have the two pieces. I'm not going to do any changing on the pieces because they are the right width and everything, so they give the coverage and everything that I need, so I don't need to mess around with that. I just need to find out where I want the V in the front to stop and then mark that, and then from there I'm going to sew together the bottom part and then fold over in the top inside there and top stitch that down so that I have the front of the shirt. So that's real simple. This is real quick and real easy to do, and you can do this with the back of any pant leg, really, as long as it's wide enough, like I said, to cover where you need it to go. So I pinned all that off and I sewed it down. So you can see I top stitched there and sewed the two pieces together, and I did serge it, but if you don't have a serger, you don't need to do the serger part. All right, so this is the part where I said I'm going to use the cuffs. I wanted to go around with the cuff in the back and pin it at the top and then pin it at another point in the back so that the shirt was kind of like a tube top, but it had the back opening. So what I did was, like I said, cut off the cuff, and these cuffs were good because they have the stitching throughout. So when you cut it apart, the elastic didn't, pop out or anything and stuff. It all stayed together. So when I cut it in half, it still had the stretch and it still had the little scrunchiness that the elastic have. So I pinned it where I wanted it to go at the top, and then I decided on a place at the back where I wanted it to go. I put it on the mannequin just to see if I liked the way the V was and stuff, and I was fine with that piece. And there I wanted to show you that if you don't have the serger, you would just double fold it. You would fold it over once, press it down, fold it over again, and then top stitch there, and then that way you would get a clean edge because those sides are gonna not be open, but you'll be able to see them and stuff from the back. So say if it flips up or something like that, you want to make sure that the insides look nice and neat because the back is so open. And if it's a woven fabric, you don't want it to fray and start to look rough. But this is denim, so you could have it looking rough because it is denim. But anyway, so I want to try to play around with the elastic to see if it would work right. But once I put it back on, it was too tight because it wasn't enough stretch. So what I decided to do is make it kind of like a halter top. So I picked the inside part of the neckline there and sewed the two pieces. I'm going to sew the two pieces together to make a halter strap. But because I'm doing this, then you don't want a big square flap at the top. So I went out about an inch so that I can fold it back in and curve down to the armhole where the armhole is going to be. so that it gave a little halter effect. And then that's it for there. And then because I'm leaving it so open in the back, I'm going to make 2 straps. So I took the front part of the pant leg where the distressing was, but there was still a little side piece where I can get 2 straps. So I cut them about 2 inches thick, and then I'm just going to fold them together and sew them straight down to make 2 straps, and then attach them to each of the sides. So that is it for that. And then you can see there what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to also clean up all of the edges. So I sewed down all of the edges there so that everything is even, and did the hem. And that's it for that part. And then I have the straps on the side, and I sewed them, and I'm just going to turn them the right way out, and then just attach them just like that so that I can tie it together in the back. And then you move on to the shorts, which is no real extra work, but because they are so distressed in the front, like I said, I'm not going to hem them. I'm just going to let them fray over time so that they'll have the rough look. And here I wanted to show you that if you want it, you can make it a cute crop top too, which I think I might like better. But that's it. If you liked, please give it a big old thumbs up, and do not forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.